I know I'd go from rags to riches.
Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of The Disciple. You can already see it on your screens. Stefan Sparagna, one of our best centre-halves. I said last episode, don't be surprised if he leaves. Well, I hope none of you are surprised. He's left. But the sad thing is I didn't get a say in the matter. The board have gone against me and they've sold this man that I had no intention of selling. I never planned on selling him, despite saying last episode that I might try and sell him. My finger has been hovering over the resign button for quite a while to make a bit of a bold move early on. I just don't think it's right to do. He's left us. We almost got about 250 grand for him. He only has a year left on his deal, so I actually think we did all right out of that. Don't tell the board. I want them to think I'm annoyed. I think we did all right. He wasn't the only player who's left us either. Caddy, I made a joke about him. Looking at him, he's actually very good, and he's one of those players that if I brought him in, I'd probably love him. I don't know if you guys get this when you have a football manager, especially at a club you don't really know in real life. Any players I don't sign, immediately on the chopping block. If they're not in my initial plans, they might as well not exist. So if I brought in Caddy, I think it's a great signing. I just couldn't get on with him. He wasn't one of my boys. So he left for 69k, and Leandro Antunes, it's a similar story. Just wasn't my player. He's very similar to the strikers we have at the club. Had a year left, was one of the few that we could sell, and we got 25 grand for him. Now, there have been some more ins. We were short on centre-halves anyway, so we brought in Diego Ivo, a Brazilian free transfer. He's fine, he's 31, strong, naturally fit. Again, it's a very pay-as-you-play deal. There's not too much of a weekly wage, and he was going to be a backup, but he might even end up starting now because, as I say, we've lost Sparagna. And what do you do when you lose your Sparagna? You go and get your Ivo. Some of you might be thinking, is that a joke somewhere? No, they're literally just their names. There's no smart pun there or anything like that. Part of this save, I said, was going to be... I was going to try and make it... I don't know if I've even explained this. Part of what I want to do is make it very analytical and by the numbers, Moneyball, all that rubbish. So you'll see our total money spent compared to our expenditure, which I think is money brought in, hopefully, is very low. So once we lost Sparagna, I headed over to the transfer list. And I sorted, I'll just show you exactly what I did. I went through all centre-backs, up to the age of 25, and I looked at who'd done well this season. I looked at who had the best average rating, who had also played quite a few games, as you can see, a few here with 11, and had also had a good passing accuracy and a good tackling rate. Now, the issue is, a lot of these, I can't see any of their stats. And there was someone on there that took my interest, Diego Landis. Now, I'll start by showing you his history. So at first I was like, oh, he's been loaned to Porto's B team recently, which says to me, Porto thought he might be alright. They had him in there, you know. And then looking at him this season, he played 11, got 2 goals, 3 player of the matches, decent amount of tackles and a decent pass accuracy. I thought, you know what, he might be alright. And he was available for very cheap. I think it's 2 grand now, yeah, and 7 grand if he ever plays 50 games for us. So it was tense, wasn't it? It was very tense as he came in to have a look at his coach report, and he's a 4-star player. Baby, we've done it. Diego Landis joins us, and he looks fine. You know, all that build-up, you probably get a bit excited that he's going to look insane. He looks good. I'm very happy with this. As I say, I could see nothing of his stats, and I actually think he's a pretty good player. So he joined us on deadline day. Another approach I like to take of this, we are based in Lisbon, so I like looking at the other Lisbon clubs and checking out their young teams, players who are finishing their contracts soon, because they might like to stay in the area. It's all smart thinking, isn't it? Meet Mies de Wit, a winger who previously played for Ajax in another life, or in this life I should say, and was at Sporting available for cheap. In the end he cost us 8.25 thousand up front and a possible 15,000 again if he plays 50 games. And I like him, I like the cut of his jib. The main reason I like him is because I've watched a lot of videos on David Beckham recently, and David Beckham was very good at crossing. I saw this guy and he had 14 crossing, and I thought, why bloody not? So hopefully we can actually put that to good use. A big risk to sign a player because you've watched a player who's good at crossing, but he's a fringe player, it's a very cheap deal, not too much wage. I'm excited and I'm happy with our business, and that leaves us with the squad. Now let me tell you, this squad, one thing you should know about them, as I mentioned in the intro, the size of their bollocks is enormous, okay? The performances we've put in, somehow, I don't even know how it's happened considering our pre-season expectations. Top of the league, baby. Top of the bloody league. Unbeaten. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable at all. Let me show you why. As you can see, we've scored 10 goals. The joint second most in the division. You're thinking, Jack, that's very good, that's very impressive. You should be happy with that. The expected goals in the division, you have to go all the way down here to find us. We expected to score the second least amount of goals with 4.34. What we're doing is unsustainable. We're going to hit a wall soon. I've got a really bad feeling about that, but we're going to keep doing it while we can. There's been some fantastic results. Obviously, it's hard to tell who's actually good in this league or not until we get a bit further in. This was a fantastic game against Lixios. You can see it was very close on the XG table. The reason this was a great game, here, on your left-hand side. We were 2-0 down at half-time. I changed it to a 4-2-3-1. And like a bloody genius, we came back and won 3-2. You can't even imagine how I felt. Castro, the new boy, the best player so far, 2 late goals. It was an incredible win. I felt absolutely amazing. The very next game, we started with the 4-2-3-1. And it was a complete reverse. We were 2-0 down at half-time again. Changed back to the normal formation. Got it back to 3-2. And we couldn't hold on. They were a good side. They grabbed an equaliser at the end and it was a shame. But look, 2 fantastic comebacks. And then the most recent game, off the bench, Rodrigo Rodriguez grabbed a late winner. Hey, I didn't expect it. I couldn't be happier. Now, usually we're going to do 2 games an episode because there's been a lot to show you in terms of transfers and bits and bobs like that. We're just doing a 1-gamer. And it's a cup game against Marinese. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear Marinese, I think about some lovely peri salt and ketchup to put on my Nando's. How about you guys? Tell me your favourite Marinese down below. Just realised it's marinade, isn't it? Alright, I'll leave it in. The team for today, I thought this was quite a good opportunity to bed some players in. We've just had about 2 weeks off for an international break, and since then, Diego Landis, Diego Ivo have both joined the club, so they're going to start at the back today. Bruno, our best player, has been injured for the last month. He's not quite back yet, but he's also not too far off. So he'll be back soon, and until then, the fullbacks having to be more defensive than I'd hope. We don't have a good replacement wing-back. Jefferson and Wesley are going to be our rocks in the middle to support the young forwards. We've got David making his first start on the left, Vitinho, who I don't think's featured yet, on the right, and Andre Diaz, the naughty, rude 19-year-old at attacking midfield, and then Lucas Simon, the very aggressive player up front. In fact, Andre Diaz, redeem yourself. Come on, let's praise your training. I know you've been good in it lately. I'm going to pat you on the shoulder. You're training well. Thank you. He's in my good books. He's going to play well today. Let's go and beat Marinese. We are in the famous red of Villafranca. I really need to work on my pronunciation. The big target between this episode and the next is to sort out the backroom stuff. That's going to be a big project I need to... Oh, we've got a corner. Andre Diaz whips it in. Headed clear, only as far as Captain Jefferson. Takes a shot just over the bar. The big plan is to sort out the backroom stuff, coaching, everything like that. Get some better scouts in, because the easiest thing to do on this game, Moneyball-wise, is get players when their contract ends. So we need to already be planning for next summer. And 3, do some scouting of my own. There's already regions in this game at the lower Portuguese clubs. We've got a few on trial at the minute. No world beaters, but if we can uncover someone early, that would be great. Rui Silva's found space, saved by T. Martins. Corner again, Andre Diaz. The camera angle has changed. He's gone back post. Simon! He was feeling aggressive, and he's put that aggression to good use. His first goal, Andre Diaz assist. It was that arm on the shoulder. That's all the young kid needed. Andre Diaz. Wesley, out wide to Vitinho on his debut. Good ball. Simon, the aggressive one. What a block. We've got another corner. We're winning a lot of set pieces. I don't know if we're on play for set pieces, but if we are, it's certainly working. It's not a good corner though, is it? Andre Diaz still has the ball. He's taken out. Wesley Soares goes flying in. The cultist himself trying to cause some damage. Well up by Diego Landis, the new boy. I'm very happy with the signing of Landis. I took a punt on him based on stats. So when something like that pays off, because it was deadline day, we didn't have time for a scout report, didn't have time for a trial, and it was an amazing feeling. Yeah, I celebrated it more than any goal so far. Vitinho, little one there, Marcus Vinicius. Don't be afraid to get... It's an awful pass. Oh God, that's not very good. That's not very good. They've just scored an incredible goal. They've just scored a lob from... How quickly things change in this world. 1 minute it's sunny, 1 minute it's raining. Don't usually watch goals back that I concede, but... Right. Diego Ovo. What is your... He was on a 7.2 before that, and he didn't even jump. What's his jumping, Diego Ovo? 15! 15 and he just didn't get off the ground. I need to buy him some moon boots or something. Right, let's not lose this game. Let's not lose this game, I said. Good tackle, great block. No silly foul, no ball in. Well done, Diego Landis. He's going to be big. He's going to be big for us. Him and Colho are going to have quite the partnership. Andre Diaz. Great ball again, Vinicius. Can he whip one in? Can he beat his man and get it across the box? Lovely play. Vitinha! Saved by Mosquera. Good move though, good move. We're getting, it's that difficult thing. We're getting in down the right a lot, but I actually think Divit on the left is a danger man. And maybe not. Roberto. Over the top. He's onside as well. I could see him playing him on. Good save by T. Martins. Right, he was offside actually. And I could see him playing him off. Very, very smart by Diego Landis. It's half time. Oh, how's it fallen to him? Puts it wide. Vitinho. Wesley. Sticks it down. Sticks it out wide. Lovely. Vinicius. Vitinho. Vinicius. Whips it in. Jefferson. Divit has been the worst player on the pitch so far, which is a disappointing debut. Who have we got on the bench that could play? Let's get Castro on. Castro's been the star man so far this season. Let's get him out there on the left. Divit's just going to take time. Don't worry about him. I completely trust him. Divit, just before he's gone off. What a pass. Simon. The aggressive one. Do not let him get away with that, Simon. Goes back. Divit. Can he cross it in? Andre Diaz. The 19-year-old. Jefferson. Oh, it's just wide by Jefferson. This might be one of the craziest things I've ever done. You can talk to individuals. Simon is an aggressive player. I am going to berate him from the sideline. That's what we're going to berate Simon from the sideline. Get him fired up. Right, if Simon scores now, I've fired him up. He's got no excuse. I'm on the sideline, giving him the old wanker. This doesn't look good. Diego, I mean, that is awful defending Diego Ivo. He's made up for it with that recovery, but what on earth was he doing at first? China from out wide. Headed clear. Landis is having a very good debut. Diego, not so much. But Diego, I mean, that's helpful that they've both got the same surname. Landis, good. Ivo, not as good so far. Vinicius. Short to Diaz. Back to Vinicius. To Wesley. Vitinho. Go on. Wave some magic. Okay, there's a real every second ball is falling straight to the feet of their striker. That was a really good recovery from Landis. Landis! Has he landed from the moon? He's on fire. Castro. He's had a great start to the season. Lovely dribbling. In and out, in and out. Gets it across. Wesley soars way over the bar. Corner here. Andre Diaz. Beat the first man. Castro. Oh, how are we not winning this game of football? Come on, 10 minutes to go. Martins goes long with the kick for a change. Go long every time if you can do that. Jesus Christ. Felipe Oliveira. The boy for the camera, possibly. He stayed on his feet. Don't shoot, Andre. Oh, it's over the bar. Why did you shoot? Right, we're going to go a little bit more attacking. I mean, really? 2 minutes added on, that's all you're giving me? Let's go very attacking. Don't want extra time. Also, don't want to lose. Wesley. Well played, Wesley, you beast. For fuck's sake, Felipe. Well done, Landis. Superb clearance. China goes long. Well dealt with. Come on, Martins. 40 seconds to go. Please tell me this is a highlight and not just a thing of nothing. Landis. What a pass. What a player. Crash bang wallop. Thomas Castro. Come on, put in a good ball. Put in a good ball, son. Corner. He knew what he was doing. We scored from a corner early on. Can we score from a corner late on? Diaz. Not the best. Get it in. Get it in before the whistle goes, son. Get it in. Good ball. Get it back in, Ivo. Get it back in, Ivo. Corner. It's another corner. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Castro's cross. Oliveira. It's another corner kick. The third time lucky. That's what they say, don't they? Diaz. It's not as good, is it? They're breaking on us here. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle, ref. You dirty cheat. You dirty cheat. There we go. Is it extra time? Brilliant. The game's not over. I'm going to take a big risk. I'm going to move us over to the other formation. Right, the formation change. It's done very little. I won't lie. No highlights, really. Timbo. Whips it in. Rodriguez. Back to Timbo. Really taking our time here. Penalty. Penalty. You fuckers. You absolute thieves. You absolute thieves. No. No VAR. No. Unbelievable, this game. For fuck's sake. For God's sake. For God's sake. Right, Landis has had a great game. We're going to get him to open for us. Look, they're all calm. Then we're going to go Oliveira, Rodriguez, Captain Jefferson, and then Castro to finish us off. Right, let's, again, be cool. Relax, pick your spot, don't change your mind. Penalties it is. Come on, Landis. Great debut. Don't ruin it. You looked calm. Yes! And that's why he looked calm. Come on, T. Martin. Good penalty. Man for the cameras, Felipe Oliveira on his left peg. Never in doubt. Never in doubt even for a second. The goal scorer for Marinez scored a beautiful lob in the game. T. Martin gets his redemption. Lob me once, shame on you. Try to then score a penalty against me that I save. Shame on. No one's really shamed. Ricardo Rodriguez, the big lump, puts it away calmly. The gentle giant that he is. Here comes Vinegar. Hey, I'm a little bit salty about Vinegar. Keep us in the driving seat, mate. The captain for today, Jefferson. Good penalty. Good penalty. Can win it here. It's making me watch his entire World Cup. Usually it skips, but it's not for this one. Does that mean it's something special? T. Martin, please. T. Martin, please. No. What a long run-up that was for no reason. Right, to win it, he looked calm going into the shootout, if you'll remember, people. Thomas Castro, our star signing, the Mazzalo. He does whatever you ask of him. He'll play anywhere. Come on, Tommy boy. Come on, Tommy boy. This to win the second round of the Portuguese Cup. It shouldn't be this stressful. Tommy Castro sticks it in. Lovely stuff. The players go nuts. We're into the next round. Happy bloody days. Landis and Ivo had a very good game. It's given, hands on hips, bit of a let off, we weren't good enough. For a one game episode, this has been stressful stuff. We'll get some more league games done and the next round of the Cup. And we'll come back for a league double header against Cova de Palaner and Vizela. Hopefully, we're still near the top. I wouldn't count on it, but who bloody knows? If you did enjoy this episode, thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, tell your friends about the series because it's only just started. All of that good stuff. Comment down below if you have any player recommendations or how to find good players. Stay safe, everyone. Arrivederci. And also, if you get, I can't stress this enough, if you get an email from Wesley Saws about joining a webinar, do not do it, okay? The guy's a freak. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.